definitely live now. And we're at 5,
3, 2, 1. 3,000.
Yes, year 3000. Welcome
Welcome to the year
LBC
3000.
We are so glad that you're with us. And if you don't know what that means, sorry you missed last week. Remember, this is live, so you never know quite what's going to be said.
Yeah.
Especially when Tyler has the mic. It is amazing. Hope you had a great week. Tyler, what was the highlight of your week?
Man, a highlight of my week was it was beautiful outside.
Incredible.
Amazing. The sun was out. It was what was it? 65 degrees?
I bet it was 70 something yesterday.
We spent a lot of time outside. We had a fire. It was great.
Were the guns out?
No guns out.
No guns out.
Well, depends on which.
Just checking. Just checking if the guns were out. All right. Man,
for you.
My highlight was we have a backyard that has just a bunch of brush and trees and junk. And so what we did is we spent, I think, 18 bags of stuff that we cut out and got removed. And then we started to tear down our deck, which is lots of fun. Deconstruction, taking out a little aggression and having some fun with that. So being outside, it's incredible. I saw a lot of you at Holmes Lake. I don't know if that's quite what we're supposed to be doing, but just remember, try to do social distancing. So we have a lot of fun stuff packed into this next 30 minutes. So stay tuned with us. We are going to be awarding some prizes. And first prize, let's just jump right into it. What's the first prize tonight?
Yes. So the first prize is for our family members who partook in our challenge.
Partook.
Do
Yes,
you like that word?
love this. This is awesome.
Partaken? Partook in our challenge that we issued at our drive-thru. So we have 3 families because we couldn't, it was hard to narrow down. So we picked 3.
You guys did an
so
incredible job.
I want to show you guys the pictures.
Yes.
They're awesome. And for winning, we're going to order you something DoorDashed for a family meal to your house. So be on the lookout. I'll be reaching out to you to do that.
But we will schedule that later.
We'll schedule not tonight. So eat dinner if you have, whatever.
But here you go.
Here you are. First up, we have the Truckies.
Yes.
They are prepared for summer camp.
They're ready to go.
I think Jill told me that she was going to come to summer camp.
That is her commitment.
That's her commitment. Next one is the Kafkas. They dressed up like a barbecue, which is so amazing. Great. Yeah. Noelle is ketchup and Renee is a mustard. So it's awesome. Yes. All right. Next one is the Groenwalds.
Yes. And
I actually don't know which one was this one. This was March Madness.
I have no idea, but if you saw, they're all like mom, dad, they're all different people. That's awesome.
I think Dan is in Tobin's clothes.
I think if you saw the pictures of him by himself, you would be amazed. But we had to edit for copyright laws, and so we didn't get rated too high. Yes. But incredible, great job, guys. Loved it. If you don't know where that came from, that came through. Where did they get that challenge at?
Yes, so we had our first drive-through this past week, and so we had here at the youth complex from 2 to 3 on Monday. We had candy bars, we handed out conversation starters, and at the bottom of that there was a family challenge. So we said we'd award a winner today, and we're awarding 3 because they killed it. So please jump on it, do that. There's still time. You probably won't win anything, but it'd be cool to see your family dressed up in a theme.
Yeah.
And there's going to be another challenge this next Monday.
And we'll announce that in just a little bit. Yes. Well, we're going to jump now into our weekly scavenger hunt. To start with that, what that is we give you a list of things. You have to go around your house to find them and take a picture with them. First one to do that and text Tyler's phone with that picture wins DoorDash. And this week we are going to Famous Dave's Sampler Platter. Will be DoorDashed to your house this evening. So if you do not have Tyler's phone number, it is
402-202-1260.
Say that one more time.
You should put me on speed dial. 402-202-1260. I feel like we need like a little jingle. Yeah. It's scavenger hunt time. Jingle, jingle, jingle. No?
I don't know. I think you have such great ideas. I think you're an ideas person and you're amazing. So here we go. Here's the 5 things. These all relate to spring.
And not just about spring.
What do you got?
But about what brings spring to staff's mind.
Yes, youth staff's mind. So when we thought, we asked each of us, what does spring mean to you? What is a symbol of that? we came up with these 5 things, and we will explain those. But here's the 5 things to go look for.
You told me, what does it smell like?
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. First thing is a basketball, a broom, Easter egg or candy,
Yes.
a flower or a budding tree, and lastly, picture of the sun.
The sun.
So that could either be outside through
Not
window,
a drawn
but-
sun.
Yeah.
The sun.
The sun. So go for it. First one who can get all 5 of those with a picture of themselves into that picture sent to Tyler, you will win famous Dave sampler platter from DoorDash. Let me see. Anybody want to guess? What do you think? Who had the broom?
The broom.
Broom. Who was the broom? What did that? What do you think?
Janice.
Janice? Yeah, I thought so too, but no, Jensen. Because she loves spring cleaning, and she and Brett are doing a lot of spring cleaning. So a broom was theirs. Basketball was mine.
Experiencing some stuff. Yeah, basketball.
Basketball was mine because I like March Madness. Really sad they would be playing in the finals. The finals would be happening this weekend, but it's not. So basketball is mine. What was yours?
Yeah, so mine actually was, I love spring turkey season. I call them thunder chickens or thunder geese. But I figured none of you had turkeys in your backyard. So I did the sun because I love being outside.
And then we had the Easter egg or Easter egg candy. That was Marcus. He loves the Easter season. And finally, yes, Janice was that flower or that maybe budding tree. There's a lot of budding and blossoming in her life, and she just wanted to share that with you all. So,
do we have any? Let's see. We have flowers.
We have flowers.
We have a basketball.
Yes.
We have a broom.
Yes.
We have the sun. I see it in the background.
Yes.
Wait, what was the last one? Candy.
Candy. Do you have any Easter themed thing?
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Because we did have a discrepancy last. We had somebody that was like pushing.
Owen, I don't see your candy.
Oh.
Or your Easter candy.
Oh, sorry, Owen.
Owen, you were the first one. If you can prove it that you had candy in the picture, I will also give you something.
All right.
Oh boy.
What do we got?
Now we have a bunch.
Hmm?
Let me see. Sour Patch Kids, a basketball, flowers, a broom, and I don't know. Do you count that as sun? I don't know.
I'm not getting in the middle of that one. Nope, not getting in the middle of that one.
Survey says no. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Actually, you know what? We'll count it. We'll count it. Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway.
Yes. Oh wait, no. We're gonna go with this one.
All right.
This one's great.
Okay.
They're outside. Grant Weirman.
Can you bring it up there?
Yes.
There we go.
My phone's blowing up.
There you go.
My phone is blowing up.
Good job, guys. That was really, really close. And I would say there's a couple of you that, you were so close.
You're so close.
One more step would have made the difference.
Would have made all the difference in the world.
So cool. Well, next, what we're going to do is we're going to ask Tyler to get ready. He's going to be sharing a devotional thought with us. We're going to introduce our new guy that's going to be joining us. And we're so glad to have this new guy with us. There he is. I don't know if any of you recognize him. He is sort of famous, but he's finally back with us. Hey, Marcus, how you doing?
How's it going?
Good, man. It is so good to have you back.
Yes.
Seems like it's been forever.
Yeah, I have missed this, craziness. I've been watching you guys though, and this looks awesome. I had no idea where you were, so I'm glad to be here now.
That's Tyler built this in a day.
Yeah.
So he just put his hands to it. So,
that's awesome.
But why don't you explain? Like some people probably don't know. Hey, where you been? What's been kind of going on in your life? You want to share a little bit?
Yeah. So Stephanie, my wife, she had a baby, and it's a big deal. So that happened 3 weeks ago. Barrett is his name, and he was a certain amount of pounds and a certain amount of inches long. So Stephanie, I know you're watching this. You can just type that into the comments. That would be awesome. But yeah, he's awesome. He's been really great. He's been a good baby. It's been awesome.
Cool. Well, we have a couple questions just to get to know you again since you've been gone. Start with how many hours of sleep on average have you gotten since Barrett's been born?
Nice. Between 5 and 7, sometimes and most of the time not consecutively. So sometimes, yeah. So I'd sleep and then I'll wake up and then I'll hang out with him and then I'll go back to sleep, and same kind of thing with Stephanie. I was in bed at 1:30 in the morning last night. Nice. I was up at 4:30 in the morning yesterday, yesterday. So yeah. was pretty good. It's not too bad. It could be worse.
So with the good weather and everything, what is one of the funnest things that you've done in the last 3 weeks besides obviously snuggle with Barrett?
Yeah, lots of walks. Yeah,
Nice.
walks. And then Flynn loves getting in the bike trailer, and I've been pulling him on the bike going around Holmes Lake. So, yeah, that'd be the fun things, being outside.
How many poopy diapers have you changed in the last let's say week?
Flynn's I changed quite a bit.
Nice.
Barrett poops about once a week. So just one time a
nice.
week. That's all you got to worry about.
Does
yeah.
does it explode? Like,
The first time,
explosive?
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
explosive.
But yeah, he is not pooping a whole bunch. So that's been nice.
Awesome. What is one thing you're looking forward to in the next, let's say, 3 weeks?
Looking forward to the next 3 weeks. Coronavirus being gone.
Nice,
That would be amazing.
COVID-19 is done.
Yeah, COVID-19, world peace.
World peace.
Feed
the children.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I think just trying to find a new normal with having another child and some good routines. And yeah, just getting to somehow connecting with people through the interwebs and learning how that works. So yeah, that'd be great.
Love it, man. Well, it's so good to have you back. And if you guys know Marcus, you know that he is kind of the fun and likes to come up with a lot of creative ideas. So this is, he's got some things planned for the rest of the week and coming in next Wednesday that you're going to love. But tonight he's going to do our second game again for DoorDash, Famous Dave's sample platter for the winner. This one, you're going to have to be quick and you're going to be commenting on the YouTube live. So make sure that you're ready and get ready for the challenge. So there you go.
Yeah. So this game is called Marcus's Game, and it's a very creative title. So what you're going to do is I'm going to tell you a biblical character, and the first person to correctly type their name and tell me what they were the king of, which is a little hint, will get DoorDash. So you're going to comment it in there. I'm also going to give you the Bible passage that will help you know how to spell it if you have no idea. So you might want to get a Bible ready. You might want to get a Bible app ready, because once I give you the Bible reference, it's go, go, go. Okay, so here we go. The name is Tiglath-Pileser, and he is the king of what? 1 Chronicles 5:6. 1 Chronicles chapter 5, verse 6. Tiglath-Pileser. What was the king of? Go. I want to see it. We're going to see. And if it's King James Version, they spell it way weird, but you could use that. I also have the spelling for that one as well. So
there you go. We have somebody who is monitoring it, who will let us know the first person that could get that out there correctly. So while we're waiting, Marcus, why don't you tell us about, we were going to do something that was scheduled for this month that we're no longer able to do. You want to share a little bit about that and then kind of some fun things we're going to do?
Yeah. So we had a ministry team, student ministry team. We were planning a retro night, student-led night. We were going to have a bunch of different decades. We're going to have all these games, but we're unfortunately not going to be able to do that. So I thought, in the light and fun of what we were planning, I want to do a game for next week. And what that game is going to be, or not really a game, it's an activity together. I want you to get your best 80s clothes. Anybody in your family can join. And I want you to film yourself for about 15, 20 seconds dancing to Pump Up the Jam by Technotronic. So I will give all that information on Instagram tomorrow. We're going to put those together in a little dance montage. That is going to be awesome. And I think we have a winner.
Whoa. Is that? Wow. Is he actually in Lincoln? Does he count? Is he in Lincoln? I don't think he's in Lincoln. Is he in Lincoln?
Is Zach Pauly in Lincoln? Do we know?
Zach Pauly, are you in Lincoln?
You better tell the truth, man.
Is he? Zach, are you in Lincoln? If you're in Lincoln.
If you're in Lincoln, man, you won.
You won.
DoorDash. Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria. Good job. Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
That's pretty impressive. All right. Well, let's wait. Does he?
If anybody could do it, it'd be Zach Pauly.
Zach Pauly is a biblical scholar.
He is.
He is not.
Oh. Okay.
Did anybody quick jump on that?
Awkward. I gave half away.
Did we get a secondary? Did we get a second? Oh, well.
The judge is still in.
The judge just in. But while we do that, every week we like to leave you with a devotional thought. And today, Tyler's going to bring this devotional thought about living intentionally. Like during this season, we really think it's important to not just stay stuck, but to actually live intentionally. So Tyler's going to jump up here and share a couple thoughts that he has about how to live intentionally in these days.
Sweet. All right. Well, what's up, everybody? I hope that tonight finds you well. I hope that you guys are kind of finding a new normal and a regular rhythm. Week 3 of this thing, I find myself, Lee and I are getting into a groove, being disciplined and just getting a new rhythm and a new way of doing things for a while here. And so one of those ways that we've done that is by plugging into our schedule once a week, serving others. And that's primarily at People City Mission. And so we have been loving that. It's a great way that we can serve those around us during this time of uncertainty and fear. And so that tonight, I want to talk about that, loving our neighbor, loving those around us. So if you have a Bible, open that thing up to Luke 10. Luke 10, verse 25. So one day, an expert in religious law stood up to test Jesus by asking him this question: "Teacher, what should I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus replied, "What does the law of Moses say? How do you read it?" The man answered, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your strength, and all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." "Right," Jesus told him. "Do this and you will live." The man wanted to justify his actions, so he asked Jesus, "And who is my neighbor?" So that's what I want to talk about tonight. Man, Jesus follows this story up with a parable of the Good Samaritan. I'm sure that many of you have heard that. Basically, it's a Jewish man who's going on a journey from Jerusalem to Jericho. And this is going to be, it's a crazy, treacherous kind of trail through the desert, through this really hot, rocky terrain. And he is also, so he's a Jewish man, and they're going, let me see here. Oh yeah, so it's about 18 miles. And so like from where I'm sitting right now to Firth is about that far. So kind of be there with me. That's a long distance. And so it talks about how this guy, he's going to go walking. And this is, like I said, a trail that is full of robbers. It's full of, when it's nighttime, it gets really scary. And he actually gets jumped. This group of bandits comes, they take his clothes, they beat him up, and they leave him there for dead. So come back here with me. We're at the church and we're going to walk to Firth, and we get almost to Hickman and we're jumped and we're beat up and we're bloodied and we're bruised and we're laying in the ditch in the side of the road. And then all of a sudden Jesus says that there's this guy who comes up, and this guy's actually a priest. And this guy actually kind of sees the man off in the distance, and he goes to the other side of the road and then he keeps walking. He keeps walking, doesn't even acknowledge him. So think about this as maybe you're driving home from a youth group one night. And you're walking and you get beat up, and there's this guy that you recognize, like, oh, I go to school with that person. Oh, he's my friend. But he goes to the other side of the road, doesn't even acknowledge that you're beat up and bloody there. Oof, that would be rough. But then Jesus says there's another man. This guy is actually a Levite, someone who works in the temple. And this guy comes up and examines him, and all of a sudden you're filled with hope. This guy might be filled with hope of like, man, you saw me. You see that I'm in my condition that I'm in. I'm beat up. I'm bloodied. I'm left for dead. I don't have any clothes on. But the guy, what does it say? Jesus says that he just looked at him and walks away. So think about you're still there, you're laying in that ditch, and a second person comes by. Someone that you know, someone that you feel like, man, this person is going to care for me. My hope's up because he's coming over here. He sees me that I'm bleeding, I'm bloody, I'm bruised. And he just leaves, right? He looks at you and keeps going. Whew, man. But then Jesus says there's this third person, and he identifies him as a Samaritan. And I'm sure that the Jews that he was talking to at the time was like, well, if those first two guys left him, the Samaritan, man, he's probably going to throw rocks and finish him off. But Jesus says the Samaritan stops. The Samaritan gets down. He puts bandages around his wounds. He puts clothes on him. And the Good Samaritan doesn't only just bandage him up, he actually throws him over his donkey and takes him to an inn. So I want to paint this picture for you. So I'm kind of a big sports guy. And so I'll use an example from when I was in high school. I went to Gothenburg, and our rivals were Kozad, the Haymakers. So I want you to think like maybe it's the Waverly-Norris rivalry, or maybe it's the Lincoln Southwest-Southeast rivalry. This would be like someone, like I just got done playing a football game. I'm on my way home. I get beat up. And 2 of my teammates pass me by. They don't even throw an eye towards me. But then this person from the rival team, the Kozad guy, the Haymaker, comes over here and takes care of me. That is what Jesus is saying right here, is it doesn't matter. There's so many people that are neighbors. And so I know that there's probably not any of you that are watching between here and Firth bruised up and bloody in a ditch. If you are, please call me and I will come get you. But what I'm saying is, man, I don't know if you're feeling like you're trapped. I don't know if you're feeling like, man, this whole social distancing thing has me extremely down. If you're feeling that way, think about those around you and how they're feeling. They're probably just in the same boat as you do. So what if you started focusing on and lifting those around you? And so I want to bring in Janice. Janice, you can come on in. I was going to make it a surprise, but I just want to share with you all, it took COVID-19 to get a microphone in Janice's hand. So here we are. Janice has been doing this really well. So we have all been trying to think of creative ways to love our neighbors, and Janice does a great job at doing this. So Janice, let's start off with, what shirt are you wearing?
Well, this is my neighborhood shirt. We live in a fantastic area, and our neighbors found a shirt with our street name on it. So we all ordered them for Christmas. And one of our neighbors gifted a pair for Dennis and I. So
Yes.
yes.
So you heart Meadow Lane.
Yes, we do. We love our neighborhood.
So
we have great neighbors.
During this whole kind of thing, give us, I mean, you have so many examples, but what is one example that you feel like you have shown that you heart Meadow Lane community during this time?
Well, during this time, we had Megan from church here had sent out a little "Hey Neighbors" card that we could sheet and copy. And with just life being busy and everything changing so fast, I jumped on that, and I thought, and my graphic skills, we all know, are lacking. So we just copied that, and we made these little gift bags that just had hand soap in them, a snack that was packaged, and went around, passed them out to the neighbors' doors. Didn't knock on them or anything, just hung them on their doors. And on the back, it had just our contact information and phone number, letting them know if there was anything they needed, we'd be happy to help them.
Awesome. So have you received any feedback from kind of doing that act of kindness there?
Yeah, actually, several neighbors have stopped and talked to us along when we were out walking. We have one neighbor that our son is mowing his grass for him because he had a pacemaker put in and we had no idea. And so we are helping him do that while he's healing. But just most of them have just reached out and said, hey, thanks for caring for us. Thanks for loving us. You know, if y'all need anything, we're here too. So just connecting.
Awesome. So what are some other ways that, like, I feel like when we do something nice, when we're fueled by that kindness, it kind of rolls over to other people. How have you seen other people in your community maybe adopting ways to also support your Meadow Lane area?
Oh, sure. So we have several of the kids have made these little iron bead crafts and hid them around the neighborhood. And we have a neighborhood Facebook page. And so they took like pictures and said, hey, when you're on your walk, don't touch these, but look for them and let us know where you found them, or snap a picture and post it. We have another set of kids that did tricks on their bikes. And it was like, hey, if y'all can do tricks on your bike like this, post it. And I can't get my son to do them with me. But then another one that was really cool as well. One of our neighbors drew a life-size chutes and ladder board on their driveway and invited all the neighbors, one family at a time, to come. And the little spinner they made to kick with your foot so that you don't have to actually touch anything to spread germs. So yeah, it's fun just as you're walking by to see which families are stopping and playing the game on the driveway.
Yes.
So
what would be, so this is my final question for you. So what would be like one word of advice that you would leave students with tonight, of just like, if they're fearful, if they're like, man, maybe my ideas aren't very good, what would you leave them with to encourage them? Because it took courage for you to make those baskets, to walk around, to hand them out. What would you leave maybe students with tonight?
I would say, even if it is nerve-wracking or you're like, oh, they're going to think this is weird, just the fact that you would reach out and care or say hi to them when they're walking by, just that couple minute interaction or even couple second interaction is really important, especially to elderly people that might just be, sitting on their porch, or just the intentionality of it. Just try it. It's actually really fun.
Awesome.
So,
well, thank you for sharing, Janice.
Yep.
You can stay there because I know you like being on camera. So how are you guys doing at loving those around you? We want to be is saying, we want to be respectful. We want you to be respectful of what the government is saying are the parameters. So that means social distancing. That means 6 feet away, right? That means no more than 10 people as of right now. Those are kind of the parameters. And whatever your parents are saying, there's just a lot of different things going on right now. So we want you to be respectful of what your parents and their wishes for you during this time. Maybe it's just your definition of neighbor. Maybe the definition of your neighbor during this time is my little brother, my older sister, my mom and my dad, who I feel like I've been with the last 3 weeks, and that's the only people I've seen, and I'm getting frustrated, and it's cramping my style. But how can you actually love and support them during this time? They're your neighbor. But maybe for some of you that are able to get out of the house and go, be respectful. You don't have to knock on anything. You can just do all sorts of different things. This is an example. A student sent me this week. It's just a letter. It's a letter that actually Tanner wrote, and it's just something that really boosted my spirits this week when I received it. So just random things like that. That was no interaction face-to-face with Tanner. He just found the address of the church and sent a letter. And so you can do things like that. You can probably, the street you live on, and you can probably look across the street and say, oh, I know the number of that house. I know their address now. You can send a letter. Mowing yards. Just go offer for free during this time. Just say, hey, I need something to do myself. I'm tired of being inside. The grass is greening up. It'll actually help me more if you let me mow your yard. I know that might feel like I'm serving you, but it's actually serving me because I want to be out of the house and doing something. So I'm going to pray for us. I'm going to pray for Janice, and then I'm going to invite Brad back up, and we're going to close it out. Jesus, thank you so much just for this time to connect via technology, the YouTubes, and Zoom after this. Father, I thank you for the families and the students who are watching right now. I thank you for, that you have put us in this time, in this place for a purpose and for a reason. So, Father, I pray that we ask you what that is. I pray that we lean in and we experience the peace and the joy and the hope that is found in you. And, Father, I pray that you would allow us to bring that into our neighborhoods, in our homes, in our personal lives. Father, I pray that you would just provide opportunities for us to care and love those around us, whether it's maybe our neighbor next door or across the street, or my sibling whose neighboring bedroom is right across the hall from me. However we define that neighbor during this time. Lord, I just pray that you would be with our nation, that you would be with our city, that you'd be with our state, be with everyone who is just leading out in front of this thing, and be with all of the people that are in hospitals and care facilities, taking care of sick patients. Father, they're on the front lines. And so I pray that you would give them an extra boost of the Spirit and just an energy that comes from you. Thank you for Janice and Dennis and the Kudre family just serving in their neighborhood. Father, I pray that you would give them unique opportunities to continue to love their neighbors well. Father, we love you and just pray all this in your name. Amen. Also, as you do some of this stuff, you can share it on social media and do #BeTheHope. And that's kind of what our church is doing if you're sharing on social media. So #BeTheHope.
Great job. Yeah, I love living intentionally and figuring out how to love each other. Again, like Tyler was saying, it could be really simple. It could be like just texting someone. You could just be saying, hey, how you doing? Or, man, I can't wait to connect again. Or just something that would be uplifting. Make sure that we just start to make steps in that direction. So here we go. Here's a couple announcements. We're going to start with a couple reminders. The first reminder is pay attention to Instagram, Lincoln BC Youth on Instagram. Marcus is going to be posting that challenge or that activity with the 80s dance stuff tomorrow. So be ready for that.
You have an 80s llama on your shirt.
I have an 80s llama. Everybody loves llamas.
Wow. I like it.
All right. What else we got Monday?
Oh, Monday, drive-through. We want to see you unless there's some new parameters that come out. We're still going to do it, but we ask that you stay in your car. You guys did an amazing job this last week by staying in your car. But we will be there handing out candy bars and questions and a new challenge for next week. So that is on Monday from 2 to 3. We're right outside the youth complex.
What's really cool about it is the LBC kids and youth joined together. So this is for everybody, really birth through high school, college students. If you want to come too, that's fine. We're just an opportunity just to get out of the house a little bit, get some candy, and maybe hopefully some smiles and some waves. So hope to see you there. one thing we wanted to make sure, it's kind of obvious, but we want to make sure everybody's aware. We were supposed to have a baptism service at the end of April. We just want to let everybody know we're postponing that as a church. As soon as we can get together corporately again and have a worship service, we'll be rescheduling that. So there was about a dozen students that had already signed up and went through the whole process. And we can't wait to celebrate with them and them being baptized. But we wanted to let you know that that will be coming. It'll just be a little bit later this spring or into the summer. So guys, we'd love to invite you to jump into Zoom groups, small groups. If your small group leader hasn't reached out to you, they will. If they haven't, Marcus will be, actually, I think he already just sent it out, a link to a Zoom group for all high school students that if your small group leader didn't reach out to you, you could jump in with him. But if your small group leader reached out to you, join that group. That's your small group. I know y'all love Marcus. Marcus would love to Zoom with you later this week, but right now, tonight, small group first, Marcus second. Same thing if you're a middle schooler. Tyler would love to connect with you. He'll be sending one out in just a little bit. For those students whose leader wasn't able to get them connected this week, you could join Tyler for about a 20 to 25 minute small group. Just connect, talk a little bit. How can you live intentionally by loving your neighbor? Anyway, well,
I want to invent something. I think I'm going to invent something right now. Just
This is awesome.
especially
This
because
is going to be good.
for like the extroverts
Yes,
who are feeling
experts.
really
Yeah.
non-extroverted right
Yeah,
now, and
uh-huh.
for the physical touch people that experience
Yeah.
love in that way, that's me. So
Yeah.
can we just do like the COVID-19 hug,
COVID.
air hug,
Air hug? Like,
See, like
is
I
it like
actually-
this or is it like this?
like this, side hug? So I
Side-
feel,
is
I
it-
literally feel your arm on my shoulder right now.
Oh.
Thanks, Brad.
Wow, that's awkward.
Okay.
All right, let's end it with this.
COVID-19 hug.
Yeah, well, here, I think we need to end it again because I think we need to end it how we started it.
What do we do?
Watch this. Just wait for it.
Oh,
Yes.
year
See, year
3000.
3000. Anyway, see you guys. Have a
We're
good week.
100 years
We
old.
will talk to you soon.
Bye.